What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the world's worst magician, and today I'll be bringing you a look at the Sons of Liberty playing cards from Dan and Dave. So if you're not familiar with this, I'll leave a link in the description where you can find it, but this deck is based upon the Sons of Liberty, right? So that's, the folks that got together and kind of started the Revolutionary War, where we kind of fought back against the British to start our own country. So let's take a look at this tuck. As you can see, it has it's embossed, and they use foil, and then they have the nice etching in there on the side. You can see that these were designed by Jeff Trish. There you go. And then D&D is for Dan and Dave. And this is the actual back of the card. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit more because there's a little bit of symbolism and stuff hidden in here. So pretty cool stuff. And then on the top, it just has the Sons of Liberty. It was a pretty cool stamp there. And then on the inside, if I can focus for you, it actually says Liberty or Death across here. When I first saw it, I was like, what's Liberty or Death? And yeah, it took me like 5 to 10 seconds to figure that out, I'm not gonna lie. And then on the inside here, you just have a little bit more etching. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so there are no gaffs included in this one. There is an advertisement card for Art of Play. So if you haven't seen this, this is a website created by Dan and Dave. It is more of a collector's website. So they have some really rare decks and unreleased decks. And they have some specials, like right now, for every day of December, they're doing a new special. And today they released a rare limited edition of a deck in 2 different colors. So I would say if you're collecting cards to check out this website. Please pay me for that plug. No, I'm just kidding. Here, I'll show it to you. You can pause it. I don't want it to be story time for you. But it's just a cool kind of background on the Sons of Liberty, who they were, and kind of what they're doing with this deck. And then you do have your 2 jokers with the stockades. And there's no reveals or anything like that here, but they are in 2 different colors. And then on the Ace of Spades, got the Tree of Liberty here, and then, the year written in Roman numerals. And then, the designers here. And as I stepped through it, yeah, this was about the Sons of Liberty, so the court cards are kind of some iconic people that you may or may not recognize. And the cards have kind of an antique, distressed feel to them. And then there's a lot of nice artwork, even, not even just the faces here, but behind the faces they have a lot of extra stuff that they put in there. So I definitely take the time to check out that. You may recognize this good fella. And all the pip work and, faces, as you can see, it's completely custom from the ground up. And yeah, I love stuff like this. I do wish that, I don't know, somehow there was kind of a story in one of the cards. Like instead of that Art of Play advertisement card, maybe they had a little bit more information on this, or, maybe some riddle or something. Because I really like the movie National Treasure. And, I'm a nerd. I'm into that stuff. National Treasure mostly because of Diane Kruger, if you haven't seen it. But the reason I know that I really like that movie is because Nicolas Cage is possibly the worst actor I've ever seen in my life, and I will watch that movie a million times in a row without even thinking about it. So yeah, National Treasure. If you haven't seen it, cool movie. You should absolutely check it out, and please move out from that rock you've been living under. So there you go. I stepped through all the cards. Let's take a look at the back now. This is what I was talking about earlier. So let me focus in on it. It is a 2-way back, and you'll notice here in the corners what it says is rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Then up top here you have the Liberty Bell, the all-seeing eye. This is the symbol of the Freemasons, and then attached to the Freemasons is a bayonet from a musket. And then you have the American Eagle, and then a really cool symbol for the Sons of Liberty kind of wrapped inside of itself. But yeah, super cool back. There's a lot of detail in there. Makes you feel like you're looking at the back of a dollar bill or something like that. As far as the handling, you wouldn't expect anything less from Dan and Dave. And yeah, that's a perfect fan. Can I get some applause for that? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, they fan great. They feel great. Here's that back spread for you. And, maybe these would be good for cardistry, possibly. I mean, they don't really jump out at you or anything. The blank fan doesn't really work just because of the etchings and stuff like that. So, you know, you're going to get little bits and pieces in there of that. And then, you know, from the other side, this is going to look exactly the same. But yeah, if you're, you know, dribbling or doing any of that, you know, you could use this for card tricks and stuff like that. For me, this is just more of a collector's deck. But, you know, if you have some, I don't know, American routine or something, maybe you can throw these in there. But these cards are awesome. Definitely going to be one of those collector's items, and I'll leave a link in the description to where you can pick them up. And I believe that's everything you need to know about the Sons of Liberty playing cards. All right, see ya. Well, I hope you liked that review. And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right, see ya.